In this video, we are going to take a look at how to drill down to the student level and view the student profile. No real student data is being shown in this video, as this is a training site with fake students and fake data. When using Unified Insights, any item that is clickable will show my cursor change from an arrow to a hand. If I click on one of these items, I will be able to drill down into the students that make up this data. So I'm going to click on this total number here of 4,503. My page is going to populate with my student list. Whenever I'm on a student list, I will see the student ID, the name, and more information in columns. Each of these columns can be used to filter down to the student that I need to look at. These three lines at the top of the column, if I click on those, it allows me to filter. In my drop-down box, I can choose contains, does not contain, equals, does not equal, starts with, ends with, is blank, is not blank, and I can filter by those items. So if I wanted to search for a student's name, I can search for that student's name here. If I needed to search further, I also will see a second box pop up where I can do and or. Once I've filtered to the student I need to take a look at, I can click on this student's name to pull up their student profile. On the student profile, I'll be able to view the student's demographic information, their overview information on several different cards that provide data. On the second tab, I'll be able to view any student plans this student may have attached. If there are no records listed here, then the student does not have any plans. On the Schedule tab, I'll be able to view the student's schedule. Attendance detail will show me the detailed information about the student's attendance, trends, period attendance, and days of the weeks, and their detailed absence history. Behavior detail will show me information about ISS, OSS, and the number of incidences that have been entered for this student in incident management. Academic detail will show me academic trends for final marks and the student's academic history. Whenever I have a chart like this, whether it's a student list or in this case the academic history, if there are items that I no longer need to see, and maybe I have data that takes up more than what I'm viewing on my page, if I want to remove particular columns, if I click on that column and pull it out, it removes the column. I also can sort several items. So if I have multiple years here and I want to sort the order ascending or descending, I can do that as well. On the assessment detail, I will be able to see how the student is performing on assessments, and I also will have a full test score history. Here's a great example where I can sort the information ascending or descending. Maybe I don't need to know the test group, so I'm going to pull that out. I don't need to know the vendor or the test class. I just want to know the subject. And now I'll be able to see the score and the result all in my view, and I don't have to scroll over because I was able to remove those columns. We also will see interventions, and that piece will be updated in April once we have our interventions training. This student profile opened up in a new tab, so I still have my other tab open where I filtered down to my students. I can remove this filter where I searched for a student here, and get back to my original list. I can also go back to my performance indicators. So any demographic listed here, I can click on and view the student list. And when I have a map, I can also zoom in with my cursor or with the plus or minus and view where my students are located on a map. And when I get down to the white dots, these are students. When I click on this, it is going to open up that student in a list. If I wanted to view the student's profile, I would click on their name and it would open up that student's profile in a new tab. I'm going to go back here. If I have information on a card that I want to click on, again, when my cursor turns into a hand, I can click on that. And this is going to show me the students that are in that percentage list. If I have a chart and I see here what grades are students receiving in core courses, if I click on one of these items, again, I'm going to drill down into the students that make up that data. So it's very easy to get down to the student level within Unified Insights.